Hey, and welcome to Tracking Storms with Derek Dunn. I'm Derek Dunn. Glad to be here with you guys on this Tuesday night, September. I mean, not September. Way off of September. This will be actually be April 16th, 2024. I don't even know where I got September from. I guess I've been listening to too much Earth, Wind, and Fire. So right now, I just want to go over, do a quick overview of some, got some storms in southern Illinois. Now, these storms are not severe at this time, but there's a few of them that are strong out there, but nothing really that is concerning. Now, I would like to mention that a tornado watch is in effect for Clay County, along with Marion County as well. Let me go ahead and pull that up here for you. That way you can actually see what I'm talking about. So let me go ahead and pull that up here. And you can actually see right now at this time, maybe it actually need to be refreshed. But last I checked, yeah, 721, latest update per Paducah. Looking at the Paducah sector here again, you have the severe thunderstorm watch. Excuse me, I should say severe thunderstorm watch in effect for Clay and Marion counties right here. So, so they're still underneath the severe thunderstorm watch, but it's been really quiet, pretty much across southeastern Illinois. Um, However, though we do have some rain and storms in the area, and that actually could change. Let's go ahead and take a look here at what we're seeing right now. And by the way, we're going to talk about some recording studio updates here. You may have noticed I have a microphone now, and let me know in the chat if I sound good at all. For those of you that just hopped on, like I said, this is a new mic. I also have an audio mixer that I've been kind of practicing around with a little bit lately, and so, but like I said, it's made a couple of big upgrades here regarding the recording studio, and really pleased with that. Really pleased with the updates here. So that's a couple of big updates here so far. Another thing about this mixer that I could do is I hope to do this before long. This mixer does have Bluetooth capability where I could actually be able to talk to people on the phone. I've done a couple of tests with it, and so far it's been really good. So that is another thing too that really excited about, and I've tested it out a couple of times, and the audio quality has been really good. Even though cell phone quality is not quite the same as like the landline back in the day, but still pretty good nonetheless. So what we have here is we have some storms. We got a cell just right over Fairfield right now. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that. It's actually just a little tiny cell that just popped up. And we'll go ahead and set the animation on it. As you can see the storm coming in from the southwest. And that's really been about the pattern of the day as these storms are just moving to the northeast, coming in from the southwest. We still have the cold front out to the west of us here. But so far, though, the storms, St. Louis to the north, they have really been the hardest hit today, especially over in Iowa. I know there was some tornadoes up in Iowa earlier, so think of those folks up there, including actually what I recall a few hours ago, a wedge-shaped tornado, a pretty large one at that, was actually spotted up there. But so far here, it has been relatively quiet. But the cell's kind of again moving to the northeast. Sometimes I lose my cursor, and there it is. I could not find my cursor anywhere at all. So there it is. So let me zoom out a little bit. That's a little too much. But I will tell you this right now. It's been a recurring theme. Storms moving to the northeast, so they're going this general direction. As I said, the animation here for you, you can actually see per the arrow. And also, too, you may have noticed about the new frame that I have on my channel. So I like to do some graphics on the side, a little bit stuff like that. So, by the way, you may see the support Patreon.com. Patreon is like think of it like if like for podcasters, content creators, it's where where they help kind of fundraise, raise money for it. So if you are interested, want to support me on Patreon, so it costs money to do this. So give me a moment here. By the way, you may see this. I had to mute that real quick, and that's the one thing about my phone too. It's really weird is that when I try to lower the volume on it, it doesn't want me to do it. It's just like, but anyway, that's good to know. At least I know that I'm online. But anyway, support me on patreon.com/Derek Dunn. So far, the strongest sell, just by looking at the radar, if we go south a little bit here, this one over by Galicia, Long Branch, northwest of El Dorado, that appears to be the strongest one at this time. And that one so far appears to be the strongest sell so far in our area and region. No warning out for it, but it is moving to the northeast. So those of you in Broughton, North City, even Carmi down the road, Crossville, may want to keep an eye on this sell to the southwest of you as it's moving to the northeast. Do have a line. I do expect this line, which goes about Sefton all the way just east of Vandalia, curving down through Patoka and Sandoval, heading towards Salem. That one also moving to the northeast as well. Just a strong line, not severe. However, though, I do expect it to go to the north of Wayne County. So I'm looking at Taunty. Salem will get clipped by the southern part of the line, or may just miss Salem, but it's going to be a close call. Kinmundy, Edgewood. You'll also have Watson and Effingham, something to keep an eye on there. If you know anyone up that way, maybe we'll give them a quick shout. Just happened to hear a rumble of thunder here at the house. And so, and that's because of this cell right here that just moved out of Fairfield right now, impacting the Jasper Township area north of Golden Gate as well. So, but really there hasn't been, there's been at least some severe thunderstorm warnings. I know Coles County over here, they got impacted by a storm. Edgar County, over in Paris, underneath a severe thunderstorm warning. Dime-sized hail being reported with that one. That would be below severe limits. Some rain over at Robinson, by the way, as well. Reported rain over there. That was reported in. But so far, anyway, been kind of a quiet day. We did have some rain impact our area. Just a few, actually a few hours ago. The afternoon, about 3:30, 4 o'clock, talking to some people. I actually had some sprinkles in town. But that was really about it, just depending on where you're at. But the thing is, it's been breezy all day today. You also had, temperatures be in the 80s, but it's been relatively in the sun. It was sunny, and then it seemed like as the afternoon went on, it kind of just got like where the sun and the clouds are battling each other a little bit. And it it didn't really get full blown sunny. So I think that kind of helps us out a little bit in our favor. Now, do I think we're still going to get rain? Absolutely, I do. And if you see right here, if you look over to what's coming in from the southwest, when you have this cluster right here, coming this way to the northeast, then yeah, I mean, there is still going to be, we're still going to get some rain for sure. But we will have to keep an eye, especially on these cells right here. Well, I inadvertently missed West Frankfort, but any one of these, because they're actually moving to the northeast. Could they strengthen? Absolutely. They can absolutely strengthen. But the one that the strongest one so far appears to be the one that is north of Harrisburg and El Dorado. Let's zoom in on that cell real quick. Oops, zoomed out a little bit. But this is the cell so far. It's getting a little bit more organized. And you got a pretty heavy core right about just north of Galatia, Long Branch area. And again, moving over to the northeast. Looks like I drew a donut or an eye right there. But anyway, moving to the northeast. So, but that appears to be it here. By the way, if you guys want to use the radars, maybe you're trying to find the radar here. This information is coming out of the Evansville radar site. And it's doing a great job. Reflectivity here. Let me zoom out a little bit, show you the bigger picture, what's going on. As you can see right here so far, northwestern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, got a tornado warning up here. But a lot of the action's been mainly over in Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, northern Missouri, northeastern Missouri, that area right there, west central Illinois. It's really been kind of like the hardest hit area so far today. We do have another cell down about Cape Girardeau. May have to keep an eye on it. May have to keep an eye on it. It's producing some rain over at Jackson, Cape. But so far that one is not severe. But this one that's by Galatia and El Dorado, again, that appears to be the strongest of the three. But this one's starting to kind of ramp up a little bit. Set the animation on it. Yeah, it seems like they're trying to get some strength going. Now, I would also like to mention, I was looking at, let me do something here while I'm at it. Sorry if I'm moving my mouse around. It's this whole thing with the monitors, like the display. Sometimes it's a little of a headache at least. But I will tell you right now, though, that that it seems like the daytime heating with these storms starting to die down. Kind of trying to see here. There we go. It's kind of weird not connecting to that, but I'll try to figure that out. But I was looking at the Storm Prediction Center earlier. I thought this was interesting. Doesn't pertain to us, but pertains to our west. Severe weather risk continues. They had an area circle just northwest of St. Louis, but appears to be lowering and likely to diminish with loss of daytime heating. So we are starting to see nighttime fall here, but we're not seeing kind of like the same strength and intensity like we were earlier. For the storms that were up there in Iowa earlier, and they were dropping tornadoes and having some funnel clouds and all that. But I don't expect that kind of outbreak here. We are underneath a slight risk for severe weather, but so far though, the area closest to us has been issued a warning. It's been the St. Louis metro area and Coles County to our north and central Illinois. But that's really about all the action so far. It's been mainly to the north of us and to the northwest of us. Those of you just joined me here on the live stream, looking at the live radar right now at this time. Got some strong storms coming in from the southwest. Not severe, no warnings issued for them, but they are strong. They are certainly strong in nature. Strongest cell was the one that's just clipping the west side of North City, or actually getting ready to clip North City, probably the west side of the town, maybe northwest of North City. These storms are moving to the northeast. Pretty decent pace of speed. The one northeast of Benton, if it maintains its track, could actually hit Fairfield, possibly clipping Mill Shoals. Or we could, possibility here, we could actually see these storms maybe form a line somewhat, but I don't know. It depends if they were to form together. So far they're individualized, but they are moving to the northeast. That's been a common trend. It's not just here in southern Illinois today, but it's been a common trend with these storms, especially those talking about Iowa earlier, and right now ones that are impacting southern Wisconsin and western Illinois. By the way, live chat's open. You guys want to say hi? Getting some viewers here already. For some reason, when I put this, my phone is kind of weird at times. It's like trying to turn down the volume on my phone, and it just won't let me do it. So, see, it's even so difficult to push the volume button on it, but that's fine. I want to talk about recording studio updates since we got a few that have hopped on here. So if you just happen to watch, you're looking at me right now, you can actually see my new mic. Just got this new mic. Had it for about a couple of weeks now. It's been a really good mic, and also even have a new audio mixer as well. So let me know in the live chat how I'm sounding, by the way. We'd love to hear from you. Because this thing it's pretty sweet. It's really sweet. One thing I like about this is I can also make calls as well with it. Had a couple of people call me when I was actually testing it out the other day, and it was actually hilarious. In fact, well, I mentioned I was actually, live and all that. They kind of freaked out a little bit, but they actually gave me some good feedback on it, so it's all right. But overall, so far, it's going really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and focus here on the storms. Again, strong storms at this time coming in from the southwest. Not severe. And we're just doing an overview here of what's coming in. But again, these storms, individualized, moving to the northeast. We are not, actually, Wayne County is not underneath a severe thunderstorm watch. I've not seen anything from the Storm Prediction Center about the issuance of a watch for southeastern Illinois, so this could be one of those times where we may not be underneath a watch at all. And how we're underneath a slight risk for severe weather, level 2. Considering that, I'm not complaining about it. We do have these storms, as I mentioned. So you may already May not be hearing the thunder now, but you will be before long in Fairfield and Wayne City, possibly, maybe by now. Um, but that's the radar showing you those storms. Again, I think the strongest storm is the one that's again right about North City area, south of McLeansboro. And again, these cells are moving northeast. Not really in a line, though you kind of make out like a little bit of an L, but it's been the same pattern here, moving northeast. Severe thunderstorm wise, so far the storms have been mainly northwest of St. Louis. They've also been Coles County and Edgar counties to our north, like Charleston, Mattoon, Paris was underneath the severe thunderstorm warning. Those warnings were allowed to expire, but in terms of action today, that's really about the closest areas that we have seen severe weather. We do have a cell that's coming in from the southwest, as we see right here, and in Jackson, Cape Girardeau. Now that one we'll have to monitor. Moving to the northeast. Boy, it looks disorganized. Got a rain report in. These are MPing reports, by the way. I like looking at these. Just rain. And sometimes you can find some interesting information when you're reading these reports. I remember if you recall, it was actually during the first live stream I did this, with the rotating cells moving through Clay County. One of the MPing reports was a funnel cloud. Now, of course, that was over a month ago, but anyway, I thought that was interesting. Someone testing out the MPing. I like that. I've never seen it before. I've never seen an X like that. That's pretty cool. That'd be up there in the Orchardville area. Zoom in on that real quick. I've never seen that. Well, yeah, Johnsonville, Orchardville. So if you look right here, let me show you. Yeah, doing a test. I didn't know you could do that with it. That's pretty neat. Huh. That's pretty cool. I was like, what's the X mean? This is all news to me. All right. So we have here, by the way, guys, also, I want to thank the subscribers. I want to thank you guys who subscribed to the channel. So far, I got about 40 subscribers. In fact, when I started doing the live stream, I had about 15. Now it's shot up to 40. So shout out to you guys for subscribing to my YouTube channel. You can also see it on here too. Support me on Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, if you just joined here, Patreon is, it's for content creators, podcasters. It's kind of like, I think with like I don't know if GoFundMe be the right term, but to be like, where if you support someone, you really like what they're doing, the support, you make a monetary donation, that money can be used for example, with me investing money into this microphone and mixer, and I want to take this recording studio a little bit further. Just kind of helps out with the cost of it, because tech, when you put something like this together, got about maybe $1,000 worth of equipment here, pretty close to that number. It get pretty expensive, but with Patreon is where you can send your a monetary donation to me, and that will be used for recording studio enhancements here. We've got some other plans we'd be doing with it, but overall this is the setup here for now, but there will be some changes coming down the line. So but again, support me on Patreon, patreon.com/Derek Dunn. You can also go to Patreon's website as well if you want to look at more information and see what it's about. So that's what Patreon is. Again, just doing an overview of some storms here. If nothing does go severe in the next few minutes, about 8 o'clock, I'll probably just end the live stream. But we are seeing, though, the cell impacting North City. I thought it may go northwest of North City, but it did not. It's clipping it right now. You actually see how that one is maintaining its strength and intensity. Thought it lost a little bit of its punch after it moved through Galatia, but still strong nonetheless. Strong little cell. Moving through North City, heading towards Carmi, going up that Route 1. Infield, you're going to get a part of this cell as well. Highways 45, Route 1. Going to be impacted by this strong cell. In Carmi, Crossville, you got a strong cell coming in from your southwest. And these storms have been moving to the northeast. Now, the cell that moved through Fairfield just heard the thunder. Look how quickly weakened. Look at that. You guys see that? Just kind of weakened. Just can't see it and just fizzle out. I was like, no more. You probably still see the clouds from it, but that would be about it. But that's interesting, though. That's very interesting. So, yeah. Yeah. But North City, again, with the strongest cell so far. The one over Dahlgren, that one's starting to lose its punch a little bit. It was strong when it was going through Benton and Ewing, especially the Ewing area, but Dahlgren starting to weaken a little bit. Also got a cell to the northwest of Mount Vernon, moving through Irvington and Dix. That one is getting a little bit more strength, starting to grow a little bit in size as well. But so far, the main consistent storm appears to be the one traveling through North City, about to hit Enfield and Carmi. Live chat's open, by the way. You want to say hi on the live chat. We'd love to hear from you. Talking some weather here. Give me a heart as well if you want. About 40 subscribers. If you're not subscribed already to my YouTube channel, please do so. And I know that I missed out, and I feel bad about it, about the severe storms that happened about a couple of weeks ago, the ones that caused some damage north of Evansville. It was an overnight event. I was actually asleep at the time when it hit, so I apologize for not being there and alerting you guys about the weather situation over there. But there was a lot of tornadoes. I know Paducah had a recap of it, several of them that touched down in our area and region. Zooming out a little bit, yeah, these storms are just, I don't see them being severe. Strong right now, but not severe at this point in time. Could they still turn severe? They could. But as you look right here, I think this is going to be a theme here. You see how you had this band, and then you look at it right here, and it's kind of weakening, starting to lose its punch. I think that's what you're going to be seeing here out of these storms, is them losing their punch. So, wouldn't it surprise me if they were to weaken? We'll see a gradual weakening trend. Now, once this cold front moves through, that should be good. We're expecting highs in the 60s later on this week. So, do have some wind reports. It's near the Arnold, Missouri area. Lawn furniture or trash cans displaced. Small twigs broken. Wind damage over there. Was it 752? Interesting. It was a few minutes ago. Time is 8 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to call, because I'm going to end the live stream. Again, I'm not really seeing these storms turning severe at all. I see them being strong, but it just seems like they're having a hard time getting going. I think one of the reasons is the daytime heating. It's starting to get cool out there. There is still some juice I think they can work with, but it's not an insane amount of juice like what the Iowa storms had earlier. So I think it's going to be where you're going to hear some thunder, maybe a little lightning, some moderate heavy rain at times, but it's going to be just your general thunderstorm and Nothing really getting beyond severe limits. We'll go ahead and do a quick little around the horn for you, showing you what it looks like at this point in time. Again, a lot of the storms today, really the strongest storms were kind of like over here. Pretty much Iowa, Sioux City, especially, seemed like to me this area right here is when things really got going. And there was even some tornadoes with those storms. I know there was a tornado that went by the Sioux City, kind of went northeast of Sioux City there. But a lot of the heavy hitting storms, if you will, the storms that really got severe, were over here. While we're on it, did hear another rumble of thunder outside. But while we're on it, let's go ahead and take a look at that cell, that tornado warning cell to the north here. Radar indicated tornado threat. I think Madison may have the radar. Let me see. Not Madison, but you'll notice, and this is a good indicator here too. This is also where we can actually see what the other radars are like, kind of like a compare and contrast difference. So this is what northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin is getting right now. You actually see this line. Okay, this is southwest of Madison. I have velocity data. I want to stop the animation for a moment. If we got any rotation, it's probably about somewhere in here. It's moving northeast. So, but that's that would be, and you can also see when you zoom in a little bit. You can also see here too. You kind of see like the leading edge of it. See where the winds are. You got a strong wind pocket there. And let me do an inspection here of that cell. 29, 25. I have 51 there. 50, 54, 55. Yeah. Kind of getting that wind pocket there. 58. So, yeah. But anyway, that is so that's kind of just kind of looking over, southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois. So if you compare and contrast what they have up there and what we have down here, it's a night and day difference in terms of the weather situation. Okay. Let's go ahead and so infield's starting to get the storm right now. Got a storm coming in from the southwest. We do have one coming in from Cape Girardeau, that is. And let me, zoom out a little bit, show you the bigger picture. That one's also weakening, it looks like. Carbondale's getting hit right now by it. Getting these storms moving to the northeast. It's been the general norm for them. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. But yeah, just wanted to hop on here real quick. Seems like it's been a while. It's been relatively quiet in terms of severe weather outbreaks for Wayne County. Obviously, we had the EF1 tornado northeast of Fairfield. That was back about a month ago in March. But ever since then, we've had, a couple of strong, possibly severe storms move through our area, but nothing that was, again, one of them was the overnight event that hit the northern side of Evansville. I apologize for not being up and covering that, as I was asleep at the time when it hit, when it happened, when it was moving through our area. But this right here, still underneath a slight risk for severe weather. However, though, um, haven't really seen any severe storms being warned here for Wayne and surrounding counties. If there is a warning issued, I will hop back on here and provide coverage of that. But for now, though, just some storms moving through southern Illinois. If you haven't been traveling out there on the road, I know it's already getting dark. Just be aware about the rain, about how moderate and heavy it can get. So just be aware of that as you're traveling out and about on this Tuesday night. Maybe you're heading back home from a game. I know we got some baseball and softball games that were played this afternoon. Happened to see some of the baseball and softball players already in, but if you just happen to be traveling back from a game, just be aware about the changing weather conditions, or maybe outside right now at the moment. Just be aware about some storms coming in from the southwest, moving northeast. So that ends the live stream again. I'm Derek Dunn. Thanks for watching and tracking storms with me. Again, keep you informed if we do happen to have a severe thunderstorm warning. I'd also like to mention, let me pull this up here. Appreciate you guys watching, by the way, as well. Hope I'm coming in good because this is a new mixer and mic that I have. And it's just one of the upgrades that I have here, that I've done here over the past couple of weeks. Let me go ahead and refresh this here before I show it on here. Okay, so real quick, change in terms of watches. I talked about the severe thunderstorm watch earlier that has been issued for Marion County as well as Clay. That has now changed, and let me show you guys this right here. I know it's kind of weird a little bit, but here's the information from Paducah. I'm on the Paducah site, by the way, of National Weather Service, NOAA.gov/Paducah or PAH. We are actually seeing here that the severe thunderstorm watch has been trimmed. So Clay County is underneath the severe thunderstorm watch, but not for very long at all. Marion County was underneath, along with the St. Louis metro area, but that they've actually repealed that. So good news right there for the Metro East, along with Marion County. Clay County again still underneath the severe thunderstorm watch, but and that's the 8 o'clock update. But they are shaving that off, and I expect them to continue to do that as well. So, but anyway, I just happen to hear a rumble of thunder outside at home base. But again, storms coming in from the southwest. Not severe, but they're strong. And they could also have some brief wind gusts, some moderate, maybe heavy at times, along with maybe like some small hail. But so far anyway, not severe at this time. But just be aware and be traveling out and about. Thanks for watching Tracking Storms with me. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit that bell notification. That way you'll be notified when I log on. I was actually on there earlier. Didn't think I was on there live, so I had to end the live stream and hop back on. But also you can support me on patreon.com/Derek Dunn as well. And stay informed. NOAA.gov. Follow them on social media. They do a great job of cranking out the weather information. And stay safe, stay aware, and have a good rest of your night. And again, if there's any severe storms, we happen to have any warnings that pop up over the course of the night, I'll just hop back on here and do some coverage. But for now, so far nothing yet. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys.